once that happens, you've destroyed the possibility of democracy. Wondering if you have thoughts on that, because you're a communicator, you have a podcast, you're active on Twitter, other social media forums. What are your thoughts about robots not just being a part of the conversation, but through the power of AI and everything else, actually dominating it?
Oh, I believe robots are already dominating. I believe 70-80% of what's going on is already robots on Twitter right now. So again, we're at a war of the worlds as far as worldviews, from the CCP versus America. And some of our values are in direct conflict with the CCP. So I already know for a fact they're sending a significant amount of our discourse, and they're learning our discourse too. For example, if they learn that somebody says democracy is XYZ, they will use that and parrot it in their AI chatbot. So every time somebody talks with our discourse, we're also training their robots to argue with us, basically. So I believe 70-80% of it is already robots. And if you have 10,000 followers on Twitter or X, it may only be 150 or 200 people. So I've tested the X analytics and stats, and they're not correct. So that their algorithms are a little bit shady right now.
Yeah. Where does this end up? Because increasingly in Silicon Valley, Elon Musk and others are taking this absolute position, at least semi-absolute, when it comes to messages they like. We must maintain absolute free speech. That's the most important thing at all times. Harari points out in his book, Nexus, that when you look at the history of communications technology, going back to the printing press, that's been a problem. And something I didn't know, 50,000 people were murdered in Europe because of people using the printing press to print books talking about witches in their community. That freedom of speech only really works when you have journalistic mechanisms for self-correction, where you've got editors and people scrutinizing things, and things that are fabrications are held up as fabrications and either eliminated or marked.